Welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Did You Cook Rice podcast. I'm your host, Donnie.
My name is Chris.
And we are so back.
We're so fucking back, bro. We don't got no guests. Just back to the two of us.
Just
like it
vibe.
should, like, you know.
Like it should be.
Shout out Thanos, as things should be. Is that what he says?
But as it should be.
What does he say? He says all life is balanced or?
Completely balanced or something like that.
Some shit. I don't know.
I know he's like balancing the knife or the sword.
Yeah. But we didn't do a soundboard intro. Okay.
What's your favorite?
Bro, y'all love that button. Yeah.
There we go. A lot has happened in the last few days.
It has.
Yeah, since the last time that we filmed a podcast. We took a little break.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
Much needed.
Yeah, much needed break. So that was nice. I hope everyone, listening had a good Christmas, good holiday. If you don't celebrate Christmas, if you just do whatever you do, hope you had a good time off of work. So be it. But
right.
How was your Christmas, Chris?
It was really good. Super chill. But also, ironically, one of the bigger Christmases. Because in one of the recent episodes, we were talking about what Christmas is like now. A good amount of families actually showed up again to one function. It was at my cousin's house, and yeah, it was a really big showing, and we actually had lechon.
Ooh.
Yeah, whole ass pig.
Was it like a whole pig?
A whole pig.
Nice.
Yeah, there's like a video on my. I posted on my story.
I think I saw
Yeah,
that.
my uncle was the one cutting.
He
So I
had the
remember.
butcher-
Yeah, I remember you mentioning you had to cut the big ones.
Dude, that's tough. Was he going to town on it?
Bro, I was watching him do it. I was like, oh, so that's the proper technique.
Yeah, you gotta like crack the
Yeah, you
skin.
gotta crack it everywhere and then like slice it under. I was just like, damn, bro. Yeah. I mean, he worked as a butcher for a while, so
he's like professional.
He know what the fuck he doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish I could be a butcher. That seems like a fun gig.
Yeah.
Do you think you could handle it? Like seeing dead carcasses all day?
Oh yeah, that's no problem to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know my way around a knife that well.
Yeah. You haven't studied the blade?
Nah.
Yeah. You haven't familiarized yourself with the blade?
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool. I mean, have you seen that movie Wanted?
Yeah.
Remember?
Is that the one where they curve the bullet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the butcher guy? There's a butcher guy. He doesn't use guns.
Don't.
Bro, he teaches like knife fighting. Dude's like blocking bullets and shit.
Okay.
It's just fire.
Sounds pretty rad. That could be you.
Be the butcher.
Yeah. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'll bring it. You brought a gun to a knife fight.
A gun to a knife fight. And they're over here curving bullets. This guy's over here curving.
He's just.
Ting. That sounds cool. That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah. How was your Christmas?
It was good. My family mainly celebrates Christmas on Christmas Eve. So it was just like immediate family this Christmas Eve. Mary came and stuff too, and we just opened gifts. We had dinner. I didn't do the prime rib this year.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
no prime rib.
There's no prime rib this year. We ended up. I ended up picking up like these thick ribeye steaks. So I just reverse seared those, threw them in the oven, and then threw them on the pan, cut them up.
Right amount of salt.
Right amount of salt. Yeah. I looked at the salt and I was like, we're not going to do this. Yeah. Not today, buddy.
You're like one of those corny scenes in the movies where you like stare at the salt and you like reminisce and you smile and you just pour a little bit on it.
Just a little shake on there. Just a little shake.
Nice.
Yeah. Prime rib, or not prime rib, the ribeye turned out great. I made a cranberry salsa as well.
Cranberry salsa?
Dude, it's so fire.
What is that?
Mary was eating it for like the last 3 days. She like loves it. My parents love it. Sister loves it. They're like, oh, can you make it? I only make it during Christmas. This is my second year doing it.
Oh, nice.
But my coworker had put me onto this recipe. So you take like, I'd say about like 12 ounce, 16 ounce bag of cranberries. And you basically like mix it with, you blend it up with green onions, cilantro, jalapeno, and like everything just has like a nice like balance to it. And then you throw that cranberry salsa mix over a block of cream cheese, and then you just dip it with like crackers.
Oh, that's fire.
Dude, the palate is insane. like you taste like the jalapeno, you taste the cilantro. There's like that pungent kind of oniony taste to it. But the cranberries are so tart, it all just plays well. And you get the cream cheese kind of like smooth there.
What the fuck? How come I've never heard of this?
I slept on. It only comes out during Christmas.
When did you start making this?
The first time I did it was 2 years ago.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, or last year. Sorry.
Okay.
But my coworker makes it during Christmas time, and then she shared her special recipe. So
cranberry salsa. Okay.
I'll hit you with some next year.
Yeah. I was gonna say I have to wait a whole other year.
Yeah, another year. Or if I'm feeling generous, I might bring it around.
For your birthday. My birthday's coming up.
Someone's birthday coming up. Please. If anyone has a birthday tomorrow, please
let me know in the comments so Donnie can make some cranberry salsa, please.
Some cranberry salsa. Did you make any food this year, or do you do?
No,
anything?
I just fried a bunch of lumpia again. It's like what I go
Mom's
to
recipe?
if I don't want to like make anything.
Yeah.
I just
fry it.
Just fucking fry it.
Did your mom make the lumpia, or you made it?
No, I bought it.
Oh.
I bought it and I fried it. I was like, I'm not doing all that, man. I was stressing getting gifts this year.
Really?
Well, okay. I had a list, and the days, as procrastinators do, the days just kept getting shorter and shorter before it became Christmas, and I would like look on Amazon and be like, oh, it's gonna get here 3-4 days before Christmas. I'm like, bro, I got time just blowing it off. And then next thing I know, I'm sitting at work and I'm like looking at my list of people I need to get gifts for. It's like, why do I still have like 4 people I haven't bought gifts for?
Oh no.
So I ended up having to do in-person shopping. Gross, I know. Shout out online shopping and Amazon for saving us from that. But I don't know. It was nice. It was good to be physically in stores. There's something about it.
It's nice going to the mall during Christmas time. It's super hectic. Can't find parking, but it's like a part of Christmas.
Speaking of hectic, so on the 23rd, I still hadn't bought lumpia, and I had one more person to buy gifts for.
Yeah.
So I decided right after work. Again, I work in Kirkland. Exhausted, just driving all the way down to Tequila for South Center. Bro, they had people with wands directing traffic in the parking lot.
They usually do that for Black Friday.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck am I trying to do here? So I just left and went home.
Oh, no.
And I woke up early on Christmas Eve on the 24th. There was no one there.
Yeah.
It was great. It was like
South Center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I showed up at like 11 a.m. There's no one at Seafood City. No one at the malls. I found parking very quickly.
Damn.
I got in, got my lumpia, went to shop around for my last gift, found a decent gift, and walked right out. It was dope.
That's what's up.
That's how ass shopping should be. Ass shopping should be. I guess everyone has the same idea, like they want to get it before the 24th.
Christmas Eve,
Yeah. So
they start judging you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like ooh.
I didn't care, bro. I threw in my AirPods. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm here and I know what I need to get. Don't talk to me.
The retail workers at Christmas Eve, they're like, so you're the reason why I'm here today.
Yeah, I'm the reason you're getting paid. How about that?
How about that?
Fuck you.
I'm glad you got your Christmas shopping squared away. I made sure I did all the online ordering stuff prior.
Yeah.
That way, if I have anything like left over, I could just
responsible adult.
Kind of. This year I was. I want to be like the people who get their Christmas shopping done in November.
Bro.
Like Black Friday deals,
Friday shoppers.
Cyber Monday. Oh. Dude, they're like, they have their life together.
For them to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure I can. Maybe that'll be my New Year's resolution for next year.
I think the earliest I've done is like the 20th. But December 20th. No. Not November 20th, but yeah, December 20th.
I was like, yo, pre-Black Friday? You crazy.
No. I wish. That would be a good New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Speaking of, it's going to happen. 2025, we're going in the big 2-5.
Question of the day. What is the question?
What are your New Year's resolutions?
Oh, is/are is what you wrote down.
Sorry, I made that kind of complicated.
So for 2025, I haven't really thought about it actually. I think for 2025, I want to travel more because I have been traveling a lot in
I see that.
recent years.
When we played basketball last week, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, just kidding.
Stop.
You were traveling.
Shut the fuck up. I never travel
I don't even
in
play
either sense.
I don't even play basketball.
But
Yeah.
I have been traveling a lot in recent years.
What was your last
But this
vacation?
year, 2024, I
Mhm.
like didn't travel at all.
Oh, okay.
I kind of miss it.
Yeah.
Kind of miss it.
Yeah. I went out of the country this year. I went to Mexico.
What?
Yeah. It was
When?
fun. In July. It was like early July. I actually went to Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
We went to Mexico for a week, and then like literally the week after we went to Vegas.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And it was just hot. It was going from one hot
It was
place,
just
and it was also hot in Washington. So it was like almost triple digits in Washington,
Yeah.
like high 90s. And then we went to Mexico where it was like a little bit hotter than that, but humid. And then we went to Vegas, which was triple digits.
Oh God.
So like-
That's crazy. Yeah, the only place I traveled to was Arizona this year.
Oh, that was this year.
Yeah,
Nice.
for my cousin's birthday. I mean, unless you count driving down to Portland. that's pretty much it.
I think it takes you longer to get to work than to drive to Portland. I don't think we're gonna count that one, but that is technically traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Road trip.
Road trip.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution. I feel like I thought I looked at this question and I thought I had a good one, but I don't remember it, unfortunately. I mean, I do want to get back into the gym. I have started going back to the gym.
Nice.
I went like 4 days this last week.
Hell yeah, dude.
I had to take a break though because of the snowboarding incident last night. So there's no gym this morning.
Okay, before we get to your snowboarding incident, I want to talk about my New Year's resolution last year. Did did we meet our resolutions for 2024? Do you remember what yours was?
I had. them
I feel
all,
like everyone
detailed.
makes their resolution and it dies down.
Yeah, I don't think I had anything crazy.
No.
Actually, I think I wanted to quit vaping,
Ah,
and I did like
Yeah.
for the first few months, and like I don't vape. I haven't bought a vape in like since like last year.
hell yeah, dude.
I mean, I'll still hit it every now and then, but it is what it is. Yeah, but I switched to nicotine pouches, Zins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Zen God.
Zen God.
is my shit.
What were your
My
resolutions last
one
year?
main resolution, and I did meet it. I did do it. Is not having Drake in my top 5 for Spotify. I don't think he's anywhere near it
Yeah,
at all, and it's especially because of the beef that helped a lot.
yeah, with the whole.
That helped a lot. Like I wasn't like the biggest Drake dick rider. I have friends who definitely are. You know who you are,
That's a crazy phrase.
yeah, right?
The biggest
Especially now.
Drake dick rider.
Especially now.
Especially
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Especially after the video.
After everything that happened. like by no means was I like his biggest fan, but he was consistently like top 3.
Yeah.
And I really did fuck with his music. But after the beef, I wasn't biased, so I was just like, yeah, I think Kendrick kind of has this in the bag, and he's still kind of throwing jabs at him with the whole SZA album too.
Yeah,
So
Kendrick
it's
had a
just-
good album.
Yeah.
Like prior or post beef.
Yeah.
Kendrick had a good
Yeah.
album. His album's pretty good too.
So, yeah, he's not in my top 5, and I don't think he ever will be again.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Did you have any like random like surprise picks in your Spotify rap?
Yeah, I had a K-pop group that my homie Brendan brought me to.
Nice.
Yeah, but see, this always happens. That happened with Keshi last year. Keshi was in my top 5 because I was listening to his music to try to learn it before the concert.
It's like the typical Valorant sad boy
Yeah.
artist. It's like I drink boba, I play Valorant.
Yeah. I got a nice car.
Yeah, I got a nice car. I like ABGs and I listen to Keshi.
I like ABGs.
ABGs.
Like ABGs or date? That's two very different things.
I mean, if you're playing Valorant and doing listening to Keshi, then I don't know about that. It's more of like admiring from like the front.
Shout out to all my archetypes out there listening right now. I love you. Thank you for your support.
Yeah. Someone's gonna listen to this and be like, fuck. That's me.
They're making fun of me
This
on
guy
the
is-
podcast.
It's like, hey babe, listen to this. Put down the boba. This guy's talking shit about me and you.
And you.
How dare he try to stereotype me?
Did you have a resolution this for 2024?
I want to say I did. Oh, the vaping thing, but
Oh,
I
it
don't.
was
I don't
vaping.
remember if there was anything.
Because I think I mean, I had another one, but it was kind of smaller. My main thing was music taste, which is, again, ironic because I don't really listen to music anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I just listen to podcasts.
Yes.
A lot of studying on how to make this one better. Yeah.
I feel that.
Take mental notes.
Yeah. Grab bits and pieces, like
yeah.
things that you like from other podcasts.
Things that you could adopt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That.
So,
But yeah, going into this next year, we already talked about New Year's resolutions.
yeah.
Don't listen to me. Anyways, on the topic of New Year's, do you have any fun stories or horror stories of New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, your worst hangover?
Yeah, New Year's, I definitely have a horror story. I honestly don't remember what year it was, though. But it was back when I was still living with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even like a bunch of family was over. I just, for whatever reason, couldn't stop drinking.
Mm-hmm. Just like physically? Like, oh no!
I think I was kind of just like, fuck this year, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, let's just drink the year away. Just kept drinking. On top of that, it was fucking Jameson.
J-Mo.
Are you a J-Mo fan?
I know people who like despise it. I don't mind it.
I mean,
Like Jameson with like a ginger ale, it's not bad.
yeah, it's really not bad.
Yeah.
But I think after this night, I was just scarred, which is crazy because I've had countless nights of being like blacking out over crapple.
Yes.
Crown Apple.
Crown Apple's dangerous.
Shout out. I'll always go back to Crown Apple.
I can't.
Right, see, there's exactly.
Yeah.
I know so many people that.
I've blacked out so many times.
Me
on Crown
too.
Apple.
But for whatever reason, it just
Just keeps on coming back.
it's like a toxic X.
Toxic eggs. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
But Jameson, yeah, I remember the last thing I remember, we were lighting fireworks outside of the house. I don't remember anything after that.
This is at a family
I
party
remember
though?
this is at my parents' house.
Yeah.
It was at my parents' house. I had a couple cousins over
So they can't
and their
stop
kids.
drinking.
I was just like, I just kept drinking. And this, I remember the countdown. And then right after the countdown, that's when we went out to do fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything after that.
Damn.
Apparently, I was like speaking Ilocano and Tagalog to my, according to them.
Yeah.
I kind of remember bits and pieces, but I was trying to speak to them in our languages, and I don't remember them leaving, but I helped my parents clean up.
Yeah. Oh, what a good son.
Yeah. And then the next thing I know, I wake up the next morning fully clothed
Yeah.
on my bed and raging headache.
Oh.
Yeah, I was hungover for like the whole day.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to me. I think it was like 2022. I think it was 21 going into 22.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Like a couple years
that's
ago.
Pretty recent.
Yeah, it was recent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had any like other, I don't normally go crazy on New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some really fun ones. Like I've spent one with my Cambodian friend's family.
Nice.
Yeah. The one that I mentioned, they kind of inducted me into their family.
Yes.
Yeah. So that one was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've done like have you ever gone to Seattle for New Year's Eve?
No, I've always stayed. Actually, I went randomly when I was like really young. I want to say this is like elementary, middle school. Like my brother's friends, they like picked me up and like, we're gonna go to Seattle. I was like, okay. I don't know why I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are old.
Wait, how old are you?
Dude, I was in like elementary school or middle school. They just like kidnapped me. I was like hanging out at my friend's house, and then they like, all right, we're gonna go out. I was like, okay. let me tell my parents that you guys are picking me up. Yeah, but they like went to go do like fireworks and stuff, and I was like
nice.
hanging out with my friend's girlfriend in the car, and then I was like, why am I here? Like, why'd you guys pick me up? But that's like the closest thing I've been to Seattle.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your time in Seattle?
Yes, kinda. We could talk about that after this short break real quick though.
All right.
Ooh. We're back.
And we're so back. We're so back.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about your Seattle experience for New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah. So you've never been to Seattle like as an adult?
I
like,
stayed
you
at
were
least like 50 miles away from that place. on New Year's Eve.
Fair.
It's just so hectic.
I just wanted to try it, you know. So for those of you who don't know, here in Seattle we have the Space Needle. It's kind of like our landmark, and they shoot fireworks off of that Space Needle. So I actually one year I don't think I was in high school. I might have been in high school. This was with my ex. And we sat in Seattle Center. There's like that big ass patch of grass right underneath.
Okay.
So it was a dope experience. It was just cold as fuck. It was freezing. Have you ever been so cold to where like you feel like all your clothes are wet and you can't tell? That's what it was. I mean, we were also sitting on the grass. So
I don't think I've been there.
Bro.
I usually bundle up.
it was terrible. Yeah. So my mom had gotten me this was also partially, I'd say like 80% my fault. My mom had gotten me a Columbia jacket for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, I could rock this for New Year's because we're planning on going to Seattle. I wore just the inside liner, or I mean just the outer liner, and I didn't wear the inside liner.
No wonder you were cold. Bro, and you felt like you're wet.
Bro, I was like, this jacket sucks. And then my ex at the time was like, well, what jacket is that? I was like, yeah, look at this. Like it doesn't shield anything. She's like, isn't there like a second piece to this? I was like, oh, that's what that was.
Oh my God. Have you tried the jacket again with both of them?
Yes, and it does the job.
It does the job. This guy.
Yeah, it was a cool experience. I think if you're from here, you don't necessarily have to do it, but if you have the opportunity to at least see the Space Needle from afar, maybe if like a friend lives downtown and they have a view of the Space Needle, it's a sight to see. Yeah. It's beautiful. Like, I mean, you could watch it on the news because that's what our family usually does.
That's what I usually do.
That's what you usually do, right? You just stay home and turn on the news and then do the countdown at home. But to watch it in real life is kind of it's surreal. It's pretty dope.
I think that'll be on the bucket list then.
Yeah.
That and the ball drop in New York one year. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
I've always, either the 4th of July or New Year's, I wanted to take a flight. There's like a cheap flight or go somewhere and like watch the fireworks from up above. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Have you ever been to the East Coast?
I've been to, not the East Coast necessarily. I've been like towards the South. I've been furthest east and like south, I guess, in the U.S. I've been was Georgia. I've been to Atlanta and
nice.
Chicago.
What were you in Georgia for?
I was visiting Sarah when she lived in Atlanta.
Oh my God, she did live there.
Yeah.
What did you like it out there?
I loved it. It's a good time. Everyone's really nice. Southern hospitality is definitely a real thing. It's a different change of pace in terms of like their diet and like what they eat down there too, compared to like Washington, Federal Way in general.
Yeah.
But everyone's super nice. What I did like about the city was that I forgot what it's called. It's like a belt or something, but you can walk. Like people are like jogging, riding bikes, walking, rolling their kids in like strollers and stuff. This belt connects like all the way through the city, like for miles.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And there's like shops and like places to eat on the side. Sometimes there's just like bridges and like walkways, but it goes like all the way up and around through the city.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I wish that's something that Seattle had, but it'd probably be covered in like needles and fentanyl. So maybe it's good that we don't have this belt.
That's why we don't have nice things out here, bro. We got shit things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like she was also saying like when it gets dark, people don't.
You don't go out there. Yeah.
Everybody's strapped up down there.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Low key, everyone is starting to up here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a way. Whoa.
Wait, what is that? You
lights flickered.
Whoa.
Lights flickered a little bit. If we lose power, we're all portable. So we'll continue. Okay. Here we go.
The podcast is going
They're telling us to shut the podcast. Gonna keep going for real.
Yeah.
We're gonna light some candles.
We're not stopping this. We're on a set schedule.
Fuck, I forget. What were we talking about before?
Atlanta.
Oh, ball drop.
Ball drop. Yeah.
Ball drop. So, do you know the history behind the ball drop? Like, what? Why? What is that? What is it? And is it like a clock?
It's just literally like a glass ball, and it's just
like what is so cool about that?
I'd have to look into it. Yeah. Do you know?
No, I don't either. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess my question leading into that is the ball drop kind of like old hype now? Like, do people really still talk about it?
I don't think so.
right?
Yeah.
It's like back then it was like a huge thing. It's like the Rockefeller concert.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
New Year's thing, right?
The New Year's
I
thing.
mean, I know it's still big, but like people don't yearn for it anymore. I think like
Mm-hmm.
not too many people care to travel to New York just to do it. It's definitely a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a one and done. And then you kind of mentioned it too with like Seattle and the Space Needle. Like, sure, you'll add it to your bucket list, but it's not something that you would want to do like every year.
Mm-hmm. The older I get,
Yeah.
the less I want to go out and do stuff.
Fair.
Yeah. Like last year, I believe me and Mary just like kicked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just stayed home, watched
Yeah.
TV. and
Nice.
was like, okay, cool.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Mwah.
Yeah. And I'm going to bed.
Those are the best, dude. Why does that sound so appealing to me? Just staying at home and playing games and
Yeah.
chilling.
Just chilling. Well, actually, the night before, we went to a rave. And there was another
fair
rave
enough.
that night for New Year's,
Oh
but
my God.
I had to work that day, and I got 30 minutes of sleep the night before.
Nice.
Yeah, I was so tired. I was literally at work. My phone was in my hand, and like I would doze off. My phone like fell on the floor, and I was like, I should probably stand up. Yeah, but
Phone falling on the floor at work.
and too eepy.
Too EP, no work. That's great.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite New Year's Eve celebration?
I have a lot. I'm like a big. I wouldn't. Now that I think about it, I guess I am like a pretty big like New Year's Eve guy. I think coincidentally, I just happen to do a lot of like fun stuff. A lot of it involves blacking out and drinking with
Yeah.
friends.
That's the best kind of celebration right
Yeah.
there.
I know in like high school and like college, I got like pretty darn messed up. There's one year where I had a bottle of Crown Black. Are you familiar with Crown Royale Black?
No,
It's pretty disgusting.
Crown Black.
Yeah, but
crazy.
I had a bottle of it, like a fifth, in my closet, and my buddy was like, "Hey, you trying to go out for a party?" He's like, "It's in Tacoma," and it was when we were actually staying at UWT at the time. I don't know where you were. I think you were off with family.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
likely.
maybe it was the same year that you.
Probably.
So yeah, he picks me up. I bring my bottle of Crown Black, and like I give like some to people, and like they like take some shots. We pour up, but I'm pretty sure I drank like half that bottle to myself. I came back home and I was blitzed. I was just sauced. Yeah, I don't even know how I got it.
What is Crown Black?
It's just like Crown Royale, but it's like some premium version.
Oh, so it's like a higher up of just
But
regular
it's,
Crown.
I mean, it's nothing crazy.
Yeah. It's like the VSOP version of Crown, basically.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it. I'm sure
Mhm.
I have.
And I've been
And Total Wine's like my second home. So.
I've been to like a handful of like New Year's Eve raves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been to one resolution.
Mm-hmm. Back when that was a thing.
Yeah. I think it was like the last one before
Yeah.
resolution was done.
Yeah. There was one year I went to a rave. This was like the before times. But I went to a rave and I was like kicking it with two of my friends, these two girls. And like we all had like significant others, but like all of our significant others were like doing something else.
Yeah.
Then one of them was like, they suggested like we should just do a 3-way kiss. And I was like, that's crazy.
And you did it.
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't. I don't know if that's being like stupid or faithful, but
Wait, who was it between?
it's like two of my other homegirls.
I would have easily done
I
it.
know, bro.
You got me messed up.
You got me messed up.
Especially if it was what year was this? How old were you?
I'm not revealing that information.
Oh, it was very recent.
This was last. No.
It was last night. Not even New Year's.
Yeah, but no cap could happen.
Odd.
Yeah,
Hey, I didn't know that was a bucket list thing for me, but I guess it is.
but it
now.
is. So, if anyone's
Any homegirls want to do a 3-way kiss? It doesn't even have to be a 3-way, just a kiss.
just a kiss, we can all like touch each other's cheeks. A little smooch on the cheek.
That's actually, I've never thought of doing that.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, but you could pick one that's the most memorable that you were like, damn, if I could relive that New Year's Eve, I would pick that one.
One of my buddies, so this is in high school, picks me up. It's like me and him and like 3 of our other like girlfriends. Yeah, it's like 3 of us. We all fit in a fucking Ford Taurus. and the Ford Tauruses are pretty fucking small. Yeah. We drive up to this like party, which is like super far away, and we all just get like smashed. I was hitting a hookah, but they replaced the water with vodka. I don't even know if that does anything.
How
it's terrible.
the fuck?
It was insane.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is that safe?
I don't know. I don't know.
Cause
it
like
was crazy. They actually had a refrigerator, and there was a padlock and like a chain on the fridge. You couldn't open that. Someone was breaking a bottle on the table, and they broke the table. Dude, it was a rager.
You had some wild times.
This is all in one night.
Oh my god!
And like to like end the night, I made out with like one of the random girls that like we went with, but we all five of us ended up sleeping inside of the Ford Taurus.
Yeah. What a way to start off the new year.
I don't know how we made it happen. But, we did.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Do you have any crazy fun stories?
No, I don't. I mean, the only crazy one I had was blacking out with my family. Yeah. None of that shit.
You gotta get your New Year's Eve game up.
My New Year's Eve game weak as hell, bro. I would say my favorite ones are from when I'm a kid, though. Mm-hmm. So I remember one of the ones where a good amount of my family lived in Seattle still. Specifically at my grandparents' house. Like pretty much everyone in my my first cousin family lived in that house at one point or another. Like we just kept like rotating in and out. But pretty much anytime there was like a big celebration, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, it would be that house. And I remember there was this one year where we pretty much almost lit the backyard on fire. And this was back then, like when everyone did fireworks and no one got caught for it.
Yeah, there's no like limitations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like the backyard was decently sized, but there was just so many people at all times. So like we literally had like the front of the house was just a straight street, and then our backyard. And we'd always play baseball back there because my cousin was super into baseball. We had like a dugout, like a home built dugout with sick. Like wood. Yeah. And I remember that year. I was such a bad kid, dude. I was not. I was a fucking deviant little child. But I remember that year we were all doing the countdown. Like everyone was just all around the house, like on the stairs, downstairs, upstairs. And I don't know if this is like just a Filipino tradition, but especially when you're younger, when the countdown happens, you're supposed to jump up and down. Now I say it's for good luck, but back then parents would say when you're a kid you're supposed to do it so you grow. I fucking jumped to the moon and I'm still 4 foot nothing. So now it's for good luck. You jump up and down there. Good luck. I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna grow this year. I'm gonna never happened. No. Never happened. So now I jump up and down for good luck. But everyone would jump right at the countdown, and when you're jumping, your hands are up. You're like kind of celebrating. So I went around and started nut tapping all my cousins. I was like, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You just see their hands go, oh, dude, oh. So fucked up. Oh yeah, so then again after the countdown we all did fireworks and we almost lit the dugout on fire. Like we had to put it out. That was probably one of my most memorable. That was my favorite.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was like fucking adolescent years, right? Yeah.
Imagine going back and like in time and reliving that moment.
Knowing what you know right now, I just
the short King Fu.
Exactly.
Yo, shout out Short King Fu from what, episode 2?
This is where I learned.
Episode 2.
And go ahead. Ooh. And we're back.
We're back.
Why did
you miss us?
Why did we stop? What the hell?
The camera exploded.
Yeah, it did. Camera again. We're still trying to figure out this camera. We're trying to. We're finding a good medium.
We're waiting on payroll to approve the next budgeting sheet for this quarter.
Plus Christmas just happened.
We
broke.
We just bought a camera, or we just bought a battery.
Camera overheated, so sorry for the abrupt pause and cut. But there was something I wanted to talk about before we finish off the segment talking about New Year's, because that's what this episode's all about. So to give you guys a timeline, we're right in between Christmas and New Year's. New Year's is right around the corner. Christmas had just happened, but another thing happened right before Christmas, which is another first of mine, Friendsmas.
Friendsmas. All these like little holidays and friend gatherings. Friendsgivings.
Friendsgiving.
Friendsmas.
Friends New Year's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Friendsmas is dope. It was also a white elephant party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Secret Santa.
Secret Santa, sorry.
Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Very different games.
Yes.
Yeah. So my Secret Santa was actually Donnie's girlfriend, Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Mary again. That's 2 shout outs on the podcast is great.
Yeah.
She's really popular. But yeah, I got so we all had these wish lists, and mine was very close to over the budget, so I really didn't think that they were gonna get me both, but they got me both. It was fucking amazing. Bro, I was so happy.
Nice.
So I got a little Mandrake Lego set from Harry Potter. For those of you who are Harry Potter fans, the Mandrake, it's basically it's just like this live plant. You pull it out of its roots and it starts screaming. And you're supposed to wear some kind of earplugs, otherwise it could kill you. Like, it's so loud to the point where like your ears will bleed and shit. But yeah, the Lego, the actual, it's like a pot, and then it's the Mandrake itself, and you could actually pull it out and put it back in. It's actually pretty dope.
That was dope.
Yeah, it's legit.
I saw that video.
Yeah. And then I got all season mats for my car that are Bills logoed. Let's go Buffalo. This is their season, bro. This is their season.
Shout out Josh Allen. I'm in the finals for fantasy
Because of my boy.
because of Josh Allen.
See, you can't help but love the Bills because of him.
He's a great, phenomenal quarterback.
He's a great,
Yeah.
he's a fucking great quarterback. I think Lamar might still get MVP.
Dude, I wouldn't count him out. Like, they're
Yeah.
both kind of like neck and neck. Right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I mean, you got to also look at the tools that they both have.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, Josh is kind of doing... He's literally Superman with that team.
Yes.
Bro,
yes.
he doesn't have...
Lamar, he's got a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Over on the
Oh,
Ravens.
100%.
Yeah.
He has a lot more.
Yeah.
But they're prevailing. They're prevailing.
It'll be a close one. It'll be a close
They're
one.
looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you get for from Friendsmas?
So one of my gifts, it's still on the way, but I'll get back to that. I got a new pair of Crocs. They're like a lighter brownish color.
Oh, yeah. I do remember
Yes.
seeing those. Those are fire.
Got some Crocs. I got 2 packs of Zins.
Oh, yeah.
So shout out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is a Zin miss.
You pulled it out, and I was like, ain't no
I was
way.
like, hell yeah. Which I asked for too.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, sweet. I needed to re-up actually. But the other gift that I got from my Secret Santa is it's called a mochi. So it's a little like AI robot looking thing, but you plug it into your car, and then it has like a little like racing helmet on top of it. And then it makes like little cute faces and stuff, and like it makes little noises when you like start up your car and while you're driving and stuff. Yeah, a little like robot companion to have in there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's just another driving hazard. That's great. Yeah, that's so
yeah.
awesome.
Hey, you know these like fancy new cars have like iPads?
Yeah. I mean, all Teslas, you could like fucking watch Netflix.
Don't worry
while
about
you're
my
driving.
little
Don't worry about his little...
my little robot, all right? He's just doing cute shit and making noises.
I think I've seen ads for those.
The mochi?
Yeah.
The Desai mochi, yeah.
That's pretty sick. That's a cool gift idea.
I'm be staring at it all the time while driving.
Yeah, while driving.
Whoa.
Just well, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, calm down.
Yeah, driving hazard, exactly.
But Princess is good. We had, what? Cambodian hot pot?
Yeah.
Johan?
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 I think it's pronounced
I don't know
Johan.
how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
But Johan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that shit was fire.
Fire.
Fire nominal.
Fire nominal. The it's like a bean curd, like soybean curd sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever had that too.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had like hot pot, but never Cambodian.
It's like the butter skillet, yes.
Yeah, the butter skillet.
Yes.
Bro, butter skillet. Bro, I was so full. I was so full. And I brought eggnog, like spiked eggnog. Bro, hot pot and spiked eggnog do not. That's why I was like, I kind of just brought it just to be festive.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
it's
It was a good
Christmas,
addition.
right?
It was funny. later that night, I think there was maybe like 2.5 shots left. I think Kevin, like everyone was asleep, and Sabrina said Kevin just killed the whole bottle himself.
Yeah, exactly. Because Johnny was like, bro, there's like barely any left. We gotta kill it. And I was like, dude, I'm so done. And Kevin's just like, give me that shit. Fucking downed it. It's good if you're an eggnog drinker and you at least like eggnog. Spike eggnog is nothing.
I wanted to try it, but I was so full and like tired,
Exactly.
and I didn't want to drink anymore. I had work the next day.
Yeah. Did you go to work?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah, didn't you go to work too?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. But it was like the day. It was just like one day before we all had, or I had 2 days off because that was the 22nd was Friendsmas, and then I worked the 23rd, and then I had New Year's Eve and or Christmas Eve and Christmas off.
Yeah.
So I was chilling. I was like, it's just
a
one
nice
more
transition.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was good. But yeah, how was your whole Friendsmas was a good experience for you?
Yeah, it was a great experience. Like I said, I love doing shit like that because it's just another excuse to hang out with friends.
Yeah.
And then, holidays, I think, especially now, celebrating with family, like, it's always nice to celebrate with family. Mm-hmm. But when you get older, we kind of touched on this, like, there's no spark that you had when you were a kid. Yeah. It's like you didn't realize you were in the good old days until you're out of
when
them.
you're punching your cousins in the nuts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you think back
if
on
you do that now, you're just an asshole.
Yeah,
you can't get your ass beat.
Exactly. I'd probably get my ass beat.
You can never go back to that moment.
Yeah, exactly. Now you do that now, you're not just a bad kid, you're just a fucking dickhead.
You're a dick. You're not getting invited to the family parties anymore.
Oh, there's this other thing at like big family parties. I don't know why, but like all my aunts and uncles, I'm like the designated prayer before eating. I have to, like, I'm always the bless the food guy.
I don't know
you
why.
too?
Yeah.
I'm not that great a person. I know all my, like, at least half of my other cousins are better people than I am, and they deserve to do the prayers. I don't know why I do it.
It's either my Uncle Josh or it's me. I did it one time during Thanksgiving, like years back. I was like probably in like 4th or 3rd grade.
Yeah.
But I had my dad like help me write out like a script. I was like terrified. But I had this like little napkin of like.
How old were you?
Dude, I was like 8 years old, 9 years old. I was super young.
Started young, huh?
All right. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for the food. Dude, I was frightened.
Just a tiny dot. Yeah. Just holding it.
Shaking.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. But now I'm like the designated. All right.
You know what I think it is? It's because normally when one of the more grown adults, like my aunts or uncles, do it, they just say a prayer and that's it. But I yap at the end. Yeah. Like, I make up some extra shit. I'm just like, bless the hands that helped make this food. Yes. Thank you so much for allowing us to come together, this and that. I kind of say the same thing every time. It's just iteration. It's like different. You alter what you say.
Those of us who are like here today,
right.
Thank you for that.
Exactly. It's like we pray for those who who aren't able to make it with us, this and that, all that shit. Yeah. And then I always end it with and yeah. And yeah, let's eat.
Let's eat. Amen.
And the shitty part is I still feel obligated to wait until everyone else eats first.
Yeah, I don't jump in there.
It's like, why am I doing all the yapping and I don't get food first? What kind of shit is that, bro?
Well, on the bright side, I mean, like, the food doesn't run out yet.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Bro, we had hella leftovers. Always. Even though we had, this was one of our biggest parties. Yeah. It was cool. But yeah, Friendsmas was dope. Thank you, everyone, again, that was involved.
Shout out.
See you again next year, I guess.
Start punching people in the nuts at Friendsmas.
There you go.
Bam.
There you go. I think that's a little more acceptable. There we go. It's like, hey, Merry Christmas. Pop.
I want to transition it back to New Year's Eve.
Okay.
But we were talking about New Year's Eve and like our different celebrations. But have you ever celebrated New Year's Eve in a different time zone?
No, actually. I think I've never spent New Year's Eve anywhere but in Washington. At least I don't think.
I went to Arizona, and they had like an hour or 2 hour difference. So it was different.
Yeah.
It's all the same shit at the end of the day. but it's cool to see like
In
different areas.
in Arizona, do they have any kind of special? Because you know how like here they have the Space Needle.
Yeah. See, I'm not 100% sure if they do like a cactus drop or something, or like if they throw
Cactus drop is
they throw sand from the desert. In the air.
yeah. Happy New Year. Sand. Just chop down a cactus. That would be kind
That's
of
actually
fire.
illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're actually pretty like sacred and protected out there.
Come on, just
The
one
saguaros?
cactus
No,
for
no,
the
no,
celebration.
No, don't touch.
Don't touch.
Don't touch.
Don't touch the cactus.
Yeah, the saguaros and the cactus out there.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
don't touch it.
You could do like a fake cactus.
You wouldn't
Just like 3, 2, 1, and then it drops. Happy New Year. That'd be fire. That'd be fire. Sorry to all the Arizona viewers. We don't know nothing about
not the
Arizona.
Christmas, not the Christmas cactus.
It's just like the cricket. Bro, that's actually a good question.
What?
People who have cacti outside of is it cacti?
I think cacti is the plural version
Of cactus.
Yeah.
Okay. People who have cacti like out on their yard,
Mm-hmm.
do they put Christmas lights on them, or is that illegal too? Because you know how here we have regular trees and bushes.
Yeah.
Put it.
Shit sounds mad dangerous. At least you know it's not gonna go anywhere. It's,
You don't
hanging
need to
an
tack it.
ornament on a cactus is actually pretty dope. Instead of a traditional Christmas tree, you have a Christmas cactus. Could be onto something.
Christmas cactus. That's probably what they do.
Probably.
I don't know.
Like,
Arizona's too hot for me.
yeah.
Fuck, dude. When I went to Arizona just this summer, it was like 110 plus every day.
Yeah. It gets hot. It's
Bro,
a desert for you, buddy.
even at night, it was like 101. I was sweating with no shirt on because we had an Airbnb. I was sweating, no shirt on, no sun out, sweating playing fucking putt-putt in our backyard. Like, how do you sweat playing putt-putt, bro? Fuck that. I'm cool never living in Arizona. It's just a visiting for me.
Yeah. I like it. I would live there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You live in the deserts?
I live in the desert.
I wouldn't live anywhere in the like Nevada. I can't.
I would live in Nevada too.
You like desert?
I think I like the
Desert biomes?
The desert heat. I don't think my skin likes the desert. I have like eczema and dry skin.
Doesn't it give you like nosebleeds?
No, it doesn't. So I actually got that fixed. I got my nose cauterized.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're not
I don't
nosebleed
get-
Donnie no
I
more.
don't get nosebleeds anymore. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I
used to
remember
get
that.
hella
I was gonna. That's why I mentioned
like
it.
crazy. Doing anything.
Well, congrats, dude.
Thanks. Thank you for.
So what was the procedure?
I just went in to see. I don't know what the proper term for like a nose doctor is called.
Whatever the nose doctors are. Shout out
Yeah.
the nose doctors.
Rhinocologist.
Is that actually?
No, I don't think it is. But he looked inside my nose with a little stethoscope. Not stethoscope. The magnifying one. Is that a stethoscope? No, stethoscope's the one you
Stethoscopes
listen
where you listen to heartbeat.
to. I'm all over the place with this shit. But he used a little magnifying.
It's like, yeah, sir, I could hear your nosebleeds.
Is this the circadian rhythm of my nose? Once he found the proper beat, he lowered it and it fixed me.
Sorry, okay, you said cauterized?
Yes,
Is
he
that the proper
cauterized.
term? Okay,
Yes.
what does that
so
mean?
he looked inside my nose and saw I had like blood clots or open blood vessels. So that's
okay.
what was causing it. So like once that gets like irritated or just like hot weather, something hits it, it will just rupture and then
Gotcha.
floodgates start pouring.
Gotcha.
So he basically like lit a match and like used some type of like special like antibacterial stuff. It was like this brown goop, and he like burned the inside of my nose. It kind of hurt. Yeah, just imagine taking a match, like a lit match, and like once you blow it out, you just put it in your nose.
Oh fuck.
That's what it felt like.
Oh, dude.
So I had open like wounds in my nose that just got burnt, and I had to like use this cream to basically just keep it moisturized and let it heal for like 2 weeks. So that was a process.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So when you got your nosebleeds back then, did they hurt ever?
No, it just wouldn't stop.
It just, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wouldn't even notice. I remember
Yeah,
like a couple times.
I just be chilling and just like zoop,
Yeah. I remember.
like an anime episode. Like, you see
Zoop.
like a hot chick, it's just like, oh. Yeah, it's exactly what it was like.
Yeah, I remember there were a couple times that I was with you. I was like, dude, your nose is bleeding. You're like, wait, what?
What? Sometimes I can feel it. Like, it just feels like your nose is running.
Yeah. You're like, oh shit,
like,
I should blow my nose, and then
I gotta go. I'll be back. My nose is bleeding.
That was so common.
Yeah.
Like, you'd like have to like tilt your head back.
Yeah. But I've grown past that now.
Nice. Well,
Time to be
shout out to celebrating New Year's Eve in other time zones. Honestly, because like we mentioned this also, people that fly from the West Coast to like New York to watch the ball drop, they probably have to do that. Like, what's the time difference?
3 hours.
I mean, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But they probably have to fly out like a couple days early to get used to that 3-hour difference.
Most people just like raw dog it.
Raw dog
Yeah,
is
they just
crazy.
go straight into it. The time zone difference does suck.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Atlanta, it was killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I flew out on a red eye and I landed there and it was like 9 o'clock, but for me it felt like 5 or 6. Or it felt like 6 o'clock. I was like, dude, I'm dying. It was like so bright outside. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, when I went to Hawaii, it took me a while to get used to that
Oh, yeah,
too.
they have a different time zone too. Yeah.
Yeah, my roommate's actually doing New Year's Eve in Hawaii this year.
It's sick.
Yeah.
They go hard.
Yeah.
In Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen videos.
Yeah.
People just like park on the freeway.
Yeah, on H1.
Yeah.
Dude, they're just, I don't know how they get that many fireworks on that island.
It's fucking wild, dude. Like, you literally just look over
It's
the
like
water.
a war zone.
Yeah, dead ass.
I'm not even kidding you. It's shit's just flying everywhere.
I'd like to experience it one year.
Yeah.
One year.
When we were living in Hawaii, we did that too. I remember when I was like, because this is when I was in like kindergarten, first grade. I went over to my uncle's house.
Why the fuck didn't you say? You said you only did Arizona.
I mean, I was young. I didn't know.
That counts. You remember it.
I don't remember. I don't have no concept of time zone when I was in like when I was like 7, 6. I was like, why am I tired? Also, I don't think Hawaii. My bad. I don't think Hawaii acknowledges daylight savings.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, they just always keep their time zone, which is also why I didn't know about that. But I remember we were at my uncle's house, and like most backyards, so they have like cement blocks and like, you know, a big fence, whatever. He laid a layer of like, it was like the world's longest firecracker. It was just a strip of like firecrackers that went across his whole cement blocks in his backyard. And it just kept on going. Just pop, 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 pop. It's just so loud and obnoxious.
Speaking of the firecrackers, I think growing up as a kid, those were my favorite fireworks.
The little tiny ones?
Yeah. The little pieces of black hats.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are sick.
So what we would do is we would buy those, what you just mentioned, like the strips, but we'd undo them all.
Dude,
so they're all individual.
Those fuses light so quick.
So fast. That's the best part. You like light it and you just throw it.
The paper fuses.
Just pop. And they're loud as fuck. It was great. It's basically just like playing with tiny pieces of dynamite.
Yeah.
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 It's legit. Do you have like a do you have like a decent family history of doing fireworks when you were younger? Because we were huge on fireworks.
I think more or less for the 4th of July when it comes to fireworks.
Yeah, it was both.
But in terms of New Year's, we never really did fireworks. It was a lot of our traditions were just staying home, like being with family. It doesn't matter where we're at.
Yeah.
Being with family and drinking sparkling cider. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But we never did like the whole fireworks thing. I think because we lived in like apartments or like condo developments and stuff. They weren't big on fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 4th of July is definitely a whole nother beast. But we always did fireworks on New Year's too. So because that's what I asked. But super, super, super random, just because I'm mainly because I'm hungry right now. I actually have a random question for you.
Yes.
Because we talked about Friendsmas and how we had hot pot. I never understood the hype of hot pot personally, at least until now. I understand why people like it. But are you a hot pot person or a Korean barbecue person? If you had to pick one, dying bed, you could only eat one for the rest of your life, which one would it be?
I'm picking the hot pot.
Really?
Yes. There's more variety, and you can choose like different broths and like pick different meats. I'd pick the hot pot.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What about you?
Korean barbecue. See, I up until now, I didn't really understand the hype of hot pot.
Uh-huh.
I've only really ever eaten Korean barbecue, but also I like hot pot. I do. I just don't have the patience. It's like
For hot pot.
it's too. I want to be able to like take my food off and start eating it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like hot pot, like the broth, it gets really hot, and it's just like fuck. I burnt my tongue so many times eating hot pot. just want to eat.
Right.
Can I eat?
Right. I think I grew up being like a Korean barbecue person.
Yeah.
But over time, as like my palate was more developed, I do enjoy hot pot more.
Fair enough.
And like experiencing different types and different, I guess, ethnicities versions of cooking hot pot and making hot pot. Yeah.
I feel like we could talk a lot about that. Maybe we could do that in like a future episode.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good spot to where we can wrap up today's episode. And the final episode of the year for Did You Cook Rice?
Oh shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Shout out 2024. This is our last no, this isn't going to drop until after.
Oh yeah.
This is probably the last recording.
Oh, okay.
This is our last recording. It's been great.
It's been great.
If you're watching, we're shaking each other's hands right now. That's why we have the rice out. Yeah. Also, if you guys didn't notice, this is my home. Welcome to my humble abode. I'm so sorry I didn't welcome you at the beginning.
You didn't open. Sorry, I left the door open.
Fuck, this is my home. It's a random ass spot, but it's not random to us. Yeah. Welcome. And goodbye. And goodbye. We're gonna end the episode there, you guys.
Yeah. Have a good New Year.
Yeah, I hope you guys. We're gonna say that now, but the episode's dropping after, so I hope you had a good New Year's.
Happy New Year.
There you go.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's. Are you that person? I always say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy's New Year's.
Happy New Year's. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys.
All right. Peace.
My name is Chris.
My name is Donnie. This has been
Did You Cook Rice? Bye, fuckers. Bye.